This is the blessing I chose from my chest of blessings for the video today. I hope you enjoy it. My uncle, he come down that one weekend and he was telling me, he said, hey, my man, how would you like to have something nice? So I didn't know what he was getting at, but he took this here BB gun out of his pickup. He had a pretty brand new Jeep truck, and I thought that thing was so pretty. I could smell the paint on it. It was so new. It smelled so good, so I said, that's got to be something nice, you know, he had in his truck. So he said that this boy that week, sometime during the week, had drawn this BB gun on him, a little fella, not knowing what he was doing, drawed a BB gun on him, was going to shoot him. He just reached over and snatched it out of his hand. And he said, you're not going to shoot nobody with that thing. He said, I'll just take it away from you. You won't have the BB gun. So that's what he did. And so he kept it throughout the week. And then when he come down to that Friday evening, he had it ready that he was going to give it to me. I was about 5 years old at that time. And I just couldn't believe I was going to get a BB gun. But he took it away from the person because they was going to shoot him with the thing. So I thought, man, this is a blessing here. Blessing in itself. I got a BB gun. Took away from somebody who was going to really get yourself in trouble. And could have hurt my uncle also. But anyway, I remember that so much. Every once in a while I'll think about that. It was a Red Ryder BB gun. And back then, them BB guns, boy, they was really something. You could take a BB gun and just shoot birds, anything with them. I mean, they would really shoot good, you know. So I had me a lot of BBs. That's what you could get a lot for a nickel. I don't forgot you get a pack of them for a penny, and for a nickel you get 5 packs, and they probably had maybe 20 BBs in each little pack. And so I didn't have no problem getting me some plenty of ammunition to shoot stuff with, tin cans or whatever. And we had these big old mosquito hawks we call them, around the house. And they used to fly around the barn and everything where the horses was out there in the lot. And they would come up to the house, and we had a antenna wire leading out of the house where Daddy had it set up to run back in the house to a radio we had, a battery radio. It wouldn't play if you didn't have an antenna on it. And so the mosquitoes would get on that cable running back out to this pole where you had it run out from the house to pick up the signals to the radio, and mosquitoes would get on that wire. I'd get up on that wire, and it'd be like maybe, I don't know, maybe 20 feet up in the air from the ground there, and I'd get up under there. Them mosquitoes would be sitting on that wire, and I'd take that BB gun and I'd shoot their tails slap off. I mean, that BB gun wouldn't miss. I mean, it just flat ribbon, and it'd kill birds too. I didn't like to kill the birds too much, but the ones I killed, Mama always cooked them. She cooked everything I brought in there, so I always liked to hunt for rabbits and everything else, but I never did get nothing big like that when I was little, you know, because I didn't know how to shoot nothing big, and it's kind of scared. So there's little mosquitoes and stuff. That's why I learned how to shoot a BB gun. So, but I just thought I'd tell you about that. And I want to tell you another thing too. Right at that time, we didn't have anything to play with. Maybe a little stuff that we got for Christmas. I had a little red wagon, and that's about it. And we had cap pistons too, you know. All the cowboys days was back then. There, all the little boys wanted a little cap pistol or something, so I had something like that. But it was still other stuff I'd like to have, but I had to make it myself. And what I did, I could take a lid off a gallon can. We used to put our syrup in it. When we cooked the syrup from the cane, we had gallon cans that we put the syrup in. So I'd get me a lid off of one of them cans, and I put a hole right in the middle of it, and I'll get me a stick, and I'll drive that, put that nail through that hole right in the middle of that lid, and I'll drive that nail into the stick so that I can hold in my hand, and push that thing around. It's like made a little wheel out of it. And if I didn't have the biggest time you ever seen, rolling a can lid like that, the one on the can, and rolling it around, made a wheel out of it. And I had the biggest time with that, just making my own. This is one of my blessings that I took from my chest of blessings.